Good afternoon, everyone. I do hope you are having a great day. I'd like to provide you with Kingdom Youth Network inspiration, and our topic for today is understanding. Have you ever heard yourself say, "No one understands me"? My mom doesn't understand me, my dad doesn't understand me, you don't understand me, no one understands me. My question for you today is, do you understand you? Because in order for somebody else to understand you, you must first understand yourself. Of course, other people can actually understand you before you understand yourself, but it's good if you understand yourself because you're better able to communicate your real feelings to people around you. So, for instance, in my situation, I used to get really angry and frustrated because I didn't like when people were making decisions for me. I was like, this is my time, this is my life. I don't like when people make decisions for me. I don't like when people assume things about me. But the reality was, I was actually angry because I was angry with myself because I was unable to just say no. No, I don't want to do that. It's a great idea, but I don't want to be involved in it. No, thank you. I've got too much on. No, thank you. I'm not interested in that enough. No, thank you. I'm not passionate about that. And I read a book called Boundaries, and when I realized that the problem was actually with me and not with everybody else, I was then better able to learn to say no to the things I didn't want to do and yes to the things that I did want to do. And so I give that example to you for you to consider that perhaps you're acting out not because your mom can never get everything right or anything right, but perhaps you're just angry and you miss your dad, and you wish he stayed because maybe you don't have your dad around and you don't understand why he's not around. And instead of saying so, you act out and you throw tantrums and you're just upset with everyone and everything, and you say no one understands me. My question is, do you understand you? Because if you can identify what it is you're actually feeling and say, you can actually say, actually, I miss my dad, or I wish dad was here, or I wish dad had stayed. Your mother might not necessarily be able to give you any answers, but perhaps she can give you a hug because then she understands where you're coming from. If you can if you can actually get to an understanding of how you're feeling, on the inside of you and why you're feeling what you're feeling, you can communicate that to whoever it is you need to communicate it with. Perhaps you might be feeling sad because you lost your best friend, like you were really close, but then there was a problem and you lost your best friend. And instead of saying that, you get upset when other people don't do what you want and they don't do they don't do anything to please you. They can't do anything to please you because you're not actually saying what the actual issue is, which is, I miss my best friend. I wish we were still friends. I wish they were still around. So my question is, do you understand you? It's important that you get an understanding of yourself, first, because you're going to be living with yourself a lot longer than anybody else, right? Wherever you go, I heard someone say, it was Pastor Kian Henderson, wherever you go, there you are. So you're never going to be able to escape yourself. So it's good that you take time to assess your feelings, assess what's going on inside of your mind, inside of your heart, inside of your head, and come to terms with it. Accept it. If there are things that you need to deal with, if there are issues that you need to look at, then accepting it first is the first step towards getting a kind of resolution, getting some solution, getting help. Okay? It's important that you understand yourself. So, like, if you're finding that you're always hanging out with bad crowds, and bad friends and having influences from people that you don't even really like, but you just find yourself hanging out with them, maybe it's because you just want to feel accepted. Maybe you're feeling rejected, perhaps by a parent. and you're just looking for acceptance, and you feel like these people will accept you, and that's why you're hanging out with a bad crowd. Can you come to terms with that? Can you actually identify that within yourself? It's important that you understand that I feel rejected. I need to feel accepted, and that's why I hang out with these people. And when you actually get to the bottom of what the real issue is, then you're in a better place, you're in a better position to move forward, to get the right advice, to get the right counsel. Because flaring up and arguing with your parents is not going to get you anywhere. Hanging out with bad crowd is not going to get you anywhere. You can end up in jail, actually. There are usually lots of cases whereby good kids hang out with bad kids. The bad kids do something bad and get away with it, but the good kids, because they're good, they're not fast enough, they get caught, they get thrown into prison. You don't want to be in that situation. So it's important that you understand yourself, understand your feelings, understand your thoughts, understand what you need, and communicate that. When you understand yourself better, you can communicate that. You can say to your parents, we've just had a new baby, I'm feeling a bit rejected. You don't spend as much time as you used to with me before, and I feel rejected. So when you can say it, it sounds painful to hear, but it just makes everything clear to the person, to your parents listening, to yourself, and then they can hopefully make the time out for you. They can carve out the time for you, because they might not necessarily have been aware that you were feeling rejected because there was a new baby on the scene. Maybe you don't have one parent with you, like maybe a mother or a father. It's usually the fathers that are not there. And if you can communicate that to your mom and she can understand and comfort you, maybe she can find an uncle or someone, a family friend that you can use as a father figure. So it's important that you understand yourself so that you can help other people understand you. As much as they can try and discern and figure out what's going on, it's just better if you're just very clear. Just like if you wanted a bar of chocolate, you'd say, can I have Oreo Cadbury chocolate? You're very specific. If you can be specific about your needs, your wants, what you're feeling, it helps make everybody's life better, and it helps make your life easier and better and more enjoyable. Okay? So my question for you today is, do you understand you? Okay, so please feel free to share this with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, do stay safe. From my heart to yours, to take it easy. Bye.